Once upon a time there lived a lion king in the jungle. He ruled over many animals, but was especially good friends with a crow and a jackal. One day as they were moving through the jungle, they came across a camel. Seeing the camel, the lion king said, "This looks like a splendid animal. I have never seen this animal before. Crow, can you please go and find out who this animal is?" To this the crow said, "O great king, this is a camel. He looks ready to eat, so let's go and kill him." Hearing this, the king was very upset. "No, we will not kill a guest. Please go and tell the camel that he is our guest and nobody will be able to touch him." The crow went and confided in the camel, won his confidence, and brought him over to the king. The camel bowed in front of the king and told him how he had got separated from the herd. To this the king said, "Don't go back to the village and become a beast of burden. Stay with us. Eat all this nice juicy grass in the forest. You have my full protection." The camel agreed and started living in the forest. One day the king got into a great fight with the elephant. The elephant's tusks seriously injured the lion, because of which he could not walk, leave alone hunt. Since he could not hunt, he could not gather any food, and all the animals who were dependent on their king for food began to starve. The lion said, "Go and find an animal I can kill even in this condition." On this the crow and the jackal put their heads together. "Crow," said the jackal, "there is no way we will find such an animal that the lion king can kill. There's only one way out. Let's take the camel to the king and kill it." To this the crow said, "I don't think that's possible. The king himself has assured safety to the camel." The jackal said, "I know that, but I'll influence the master in such a way that he will agree to kill the camel." The jackal went to the lion and said, "Master, we have looked everywhere, but we just could not find any such animal whom you can kill without any effort. But if you were to kill the camel, the flesh is big enough for all of us to eat and survive." The lion said, "Shame on you. Don't you remember I have given him my protection? How can I kill the camel?" "Master," replied the jackal, "I am fully aware that it is a sin to kill someone after assuring them of our protection. But if he offers himself to you, then it will not be a sin to kill the camel. The head of the family has to be protected at all cost. If something were to happen to you, what would happen to the rest of the animals?" Hearing this, the lion said, "Do whatever you think is right." The jackal returned to the other animals and said, "The master is about to die. The only way we can keep him alive is by offering ourselves to him. If he were to die, who would take care of the rest of us? So let's go to him and offer ourselves as food." So they all went to the lion and stood in front of him. The crow said, "Master, we have wandered everywhere, but we just could not find anyone. So eat me so that you can stay alive, and I shall go to heaven for the sacrifice." Hearing this, the jackal said, "But crow, your body is too small. Even if the master were to eat you, he would not survive. But you've done a great deed. You will go straight to heaven because of this service. Now let me offer myself." The jackal stood in front of the master and said, "Oh master, please eat me so that I can go to heaven for my sacrifice." The lion shook his head sadly. The camel was listening to all this. He thought to himself, "The two of them have spoken beautifully. Now it's my turn." The camel then addressed the jackal and the crow. "Both of you have done a magnificent job, but both of you are carnivores, same as the lion. How can he possibly eat you? So stand aside and let me offer myself to the lion." The camel bowed and stood in front of the lion and said, "Oh master, you should not kill either of these two animals. Please kill me so that I can die and go to heaven." As soon as the camel had finished speaking, the lion sprang on the camel and tore him apart. The camel was then eaten by all the hungry animals. Moral of the story: stay away from wicked people. They are deceptive. One way or other, they will lead to your destruction. Thank you so much for watching.